Dave, let's just get right into it. PCOR1, I know that you guys have retooled your operations, first with the elimination of face-to-face appointments. So go ahead and unpack for our viewers and our listeners the changes to Department of Labor's operations in light of the declaration of PCOR1.
Yes. Basically, we understandably we had to shut down the in-person, face-to-face contact with the helping of in the libraries. So the 3 libraries will be closed, but all those personnel plus our call-in personnel are all going to be on the phones, and they're going to be manning them and answering and taking care of all problem claims. So anybody with a problem claim, call into the 311 number or the numbers that have been provided in the newspapers, and we'll be handling all problem claims throughout the 2 weeks of the PCOR1 or until we get out again. And we'll continue to just keep cranking along and helping the people. So all my PUA staff will be working during this pandemic.
How was the traffic over to the Jotnya and the other library PUA location? Was it a significant amount of people who were using the library for to apply?
Yes. Once I opened it up to problem claimants and not just new claimants, we had a good flow, a good steady flow, and they were still able to handle all the walk-ins without that I know of that didn't need to get appointments. So we're definitely cranking along and taking care of a lot of people and their claims and cleaning them up. As I said, the problem claims are starting to go down, and our people's efficiency and skills are starting to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, what about, I had a message here, retail stores that are closed because of this 2-week lockdown. Are any of these workers who are going to be displaced because of the PCOR1 declaration and the closure of non-essential businesses, are they going to be able to apply for the unemployment benefits through Department of Labor?
Yep. Anybody that's, of course, unemployed, furloughed, or reduced in hours because of the COVID is eligible for my program. Those who were eligible earlier but went back to work and stopped applying, they just need to go back into their application, and we're still trying to tweak that programming and basically claim 0 for the weeks that you were working, or put in your hours of full-time work and then switch back, and then these 2 weeks that are in there, you basically submit those 2 weeks and you're good to go. So if you never put in before, just put in an application for these 2 weeks or until we get out of and you're back to work.
Okay. We do have another question online about what is the update, what is the payment schedule?
We're hoping to batch this week. I got word on Saturday that they were loading the 185 million and that it should be available. Of course, we couldn't check it. That was a Saturday when we were working. So today, when we get straight in the office, we'll find out if that batch was loaded and is available, and then we will go ahead and batch a file tomorrow and start the payment process.
All right. Okay, Dave, anything else in closing you want to add?
Well, we continue to get guidance. I have several conference calls tomorrow early morning to get updates on the Trump's lost wage assistance program. We continue to monitor that and see exactly how that program is going to unfold and how they were going to implement it to see whether or not that was something that we may consider.
Thank you, Dave. Hey, shoot me a message when you guys are processing or you release payments, and we'll get it out. And maybe by the end of the week, we can get you back on for another update.
You said, just real quickly, just to follow up on what you said, that you may consider. So just because it's an executive order, it's not a law. So therefore, the government of Guam might not even implement this program.
Well, there's so many unanswered questions to this whole Trump package, and not only ourselves, but a lot of the states. As far as I know, there's only 2 states have applied, and all the other states are standing by, waiting for answers for the questions that I and they've asked before they decide to fund the 25%. They want to know exactly what are they funding, and what happens when Congress passes another stimulus and this goes away. Do we have to pay it back? Do we have to give back the money? Do we have to recollect? This is a totally different program than the PUA program,
right?
And when you implement it, you have to have all the guidelines and all the reasons in place for you to be able to make an intelligent decision on whether this is something that you want to move forward with. And that's basically what we're doing.
Have you guys had any discussion or dialogue with Congressman St. Nicholas?
No, I have myself have not. I just been talking with the White House and USDOL representatives, and they've been basically just moving forward with this, trying to get the guidance out for this Trump package. And I still feel optimistic that maybe something might pass that would be easier to implement and easier and better funded through Congress.
Right. Yeah.
That would match up. Remember, the Trump package is a totally separate program.
Right. Yeah.
I still have to, once I get exactly what the guidelines are, I still have to go to my program software and see if they can add it in seamlessly, because it's there you have to make $100 in order to qualify for their program, whereas before all you needed was $1 of the PUA to qualify to get payments. So they have to, the program has to seamlessly be able to weed out 99 and below and you don't qualify, and the $100 and above you do qualify, and then we're still paying FBUC because we haven't caught up to the end of the month. So there's 3 different things that are ongoing in the program, and that has to be put in there and work seamlessly.
Dave,
so these are all things that we're working on.
Right. We had a question here. This is an interesting one. If individuals are forced to quarantine due to exposure and they lose the hours, and it's because of the COVID, obviously, are they eligible for the federal unemployment?
Yes.
Okay.
If they have to quarantine, then they can't work, and the reason is because of the quarantine, which is COVID, then they would qualify.
Right on. Hey, thanks, Dave.
Anytime.
Okay,
you guys be good.
You too. Be safe. Wash your hands. Wash your fat. Okay. 7:28. We'll take a short break. I had a comment here. Why are they not looking to make the effort to communicate with the congressman? Well, I don't know. He's the congressman. Don't you think